still breathes.
Wimee creates all the day through, and you can do it too. Think of words and of rhymes that make Wimees. Please do. Do, a big bitty. Wimee picks words, finds a rhyme, plays with them, and then with time, he creates images, and you can do it too.
Hey, Uncle Jon!
What's up, Wimee?
It's gonna be a good show. Good to see you and you and you and everybody, right?
Gonna be a great show, and Wimee, let's get to it.
Today's theme is variety. It's a variety show. Variety.
I love the way Sylvia said variety show. So let's get things rolling with some couplets. 2 words that rhyme. There are so many different styles of poetry. I love poetry. So 2 words that rhyme. I'll be on the lookout. Here's how to begin. Michigan is a super state. I think it's really super great. We've lots of rivers, lots of lakes. In the fall, we use our rakes. Over 56,000 square miles of land. The lower peninsula looks like a hand. I could go on and on. These are all couplets. So if you share 2 words that rhyme, I'm going to work on doing my best to come up with couplets. 2 lines that rhyme. So you're giving me the 2 words. I need to figure out how to put it together to make a couplet. Remember, the first one said, Michigan is a super state. I think it's really super great, right? The word great and state, they rhymed. So who's got a word? A word to share. It could be silly. It could be logical. Who knows what kind of possibilities we have for 2 words? How about, let's see, let's check with Uncle Jon for the first one here, maybe. Uncle Jon, I need 2 random words. What's the first word?
The first word would be magic.
Ooh, okay.
And the second word would be...
I got an idea.
The second word would be logic.
Oh, okay. Magic and logic. You're kind of Dr. Seussical. I like it. Okay. Magic, logic. Okay. I really, really, really love magic. My favorite trick is called the logic. I got it. Have you seen that magic trick before? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Here's another set. Sucker and pucker. Okay. I really love to eat a sucker. If it's lemon, I really pucker. You see that? The lemon was like, woo! Wow. Oh, man. All right. Let's keep rolling with more words that rhyme. I need 2 words. Uncle Jon gave us magic and logic. And then, hand and tan. Thanks, Kylie. Okay. Let's see. I got to think this through. Hand and tan. I sit out the sun. When I sit in the sun, I look at my hand. Too much sun. I've got a tan. I was trying to connect it. Yeah. All right. Well, friends, I hope you come up with more couplets. That concludes today's Rhymes of Couplets. Let's go check back with Uncle Jon because we're ready to introduce our good friend Kumasi. So, Uncle Jon, will you first tell us a little bit about our friend Kumasi? Let's see. I'm going to do a little... Oh, there we go. Hey, Uncle Jon.
Hey, Wimee.
Who is this cool
Kumasi?
Guy?
Kumasi is a poet, and you just talked about poetry a little bit. And so at the open of the show, we saw him do a little poetry, in the bookmobile. And so he's here. He's going to tell us all about poetry. He's going to share the book of the day. And he's also going to tell us how he creates poetry.
Wow. All kinds of stuff. So the first time we get to meet him, it's going to be in the segment we call When I Was a Kid. Hi, Kamasi.
Hey, how you doing, Wimee?
What's up, Kamasi?
Hey there, Uncle Jon. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Is Wimee not the coolest, most handsome puppet you've ever seen?
Yes, he is. I like the couplet words too, Wimee.
Wasn't that fun? Right?
Yeah, I know you have poetry in your blood.
And Wimee washed his hair today too.
Yeah, and it combed it and washed it.
Yeah.
How's it look?
Wow, I see that.
Yeah.
Kind
Pretty
of
cool.
curly.
Yeah.
So thanks for hanging out with us. Do you have a story today of when you were a kid, Kamasi?
Yes, I have a story. I remember when I was a kid, about 12 years old, that's when I started writing poetry as a kid. And it started by just as a hobby and some way, like a way to, interact with people and write down my feelings if I had nobody to talk to. It was kind of therapeutic. So that's what kind of molded me to, write poetry and stuff. And I started when I was about the age of 12.
I love it. Did you it sounds like you wrote from your heart and your experiences. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like, as far as like I didn't have nobody to really talk to. So in order, to deal with certain things that I was dealing with in my life at the time, I just started writing poetry. It's like writing a diary.
Yeah. I know. I hear you. Do you still have any of those poems by chance or no?
Oh yeah, I do. I actually picked that habit up as a kid, and I still do poetry now. I host my own open mic shows. I just did a show last night, matter of fact, back at home in Muskegon at the Hideout.
Nice.
So I host open mic poetry as well.
Nice. It's a great way. I agree. The Andrus family agrees. Expressing your feelings, whether you're happy or sad or frustrated or disappointed. Right? Uncle Jon, did you write poetry as a kid or no?
No, I didn't write poetry as a kid, but I did read a lot of books as a kid. And that was kind of my way of escaping or dealing with things that were happening at the time in my life. So instead of writing, I was reading.
Wow.
There's so many ways, right, to express and relate and connect to others, whether you write the words, read the words, whether it's art, music, dance, right? We have all kinds of ways to express and feel.
Absolutely.
Nice. Well, Kamasi, we're going to see you later in the show and hear more about poetry and other things. So thanks for being with us right now. And speaking of kids, and when you were a kid, we've got a kid with us right now. It's time for today's Kid Chat. Hey, Brandon.
Hi.
What's up, Brandon?
I love it when he does it. Don't you, Brandon? Yeah.
How you doing, Brandon?
Great.
Excellent. Now, Brandon, you're 8 years old, right?
Yes.
You just had a birthday, like what, a week and a half ago?
Well, pretty much. Yeah. I did.
Pretty much.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Brandon. Happy birthday.
Yahoo! A week and a half ago.
So, Brandon.
Yeah.
Did you get a new car for your birthday?
A new what?
A new car with an engine in it. A new car with an engine.
Well, it's like this little remote control with and it's like a steering. It's a toy remote control with a steering wheel, and when you have to press the forward button, then you have to turn it. I haven't opened it.
Hey, Uncle Jon. Uncle Jon and Brandon, I have an idea. I like what you're doing there, Brandon. Can you press the gas pedal and make the gas noise, and we'll all steer the car? Ready? Press the gas. Uncle Jon, hold the wheel. Tell us which way to turn, Brandon. To the left. Oh no, I think I went to the right. Oh no, wait, oh no, we're going too fast. Wait, hit the brakes. Whew. We got to be careful. Oh,
That was
When you get pulled over by the police.
oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He
I'm
said,
not
don't
being
get, he said, don't get pulled over.
I'm not leading a
wow.
good example. I'll start over. Ready? Let's do it again. Press the gas slowly. Put on the blinker. Bing, 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 bing. Slowly turn. Bing, bing. Oh, Kamasi's driving. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, he's got good sounds. There we go.
Speed up
That's
a little
much
bit.
better.
Speed
A little
up
bit?
a little.
Okay. Okay, Brandon, get your hands on the steering wheel. You got to hold the wheel. There you go. We should sing a song, like a car ride, road trip song. All right, all right. Good
Hit the
stuff.
brakes,
Good stuff.
Brandon. Hit the brakes.
Yeah.
Hit the brakes.
Ooh, good stuff. So, right? Brandon, tell us more what you like. I heard something about dinosaurs, right? Did you hear this, Uncle Jon? Something
I
about
did.
dinosaurs?
I hear
Tell us
that
more,
he
Brandon.
knows all about dinosaurs.
So I know that the T-Rex can eat can eat 500 pounds of meat in one bite.
What?
What?
Wait a second. Brandon, you're telling me that a dinosaur can eat 500 pounds of meat in one bite?
Well, that's the T-Rex actually.
That's the T-Rex.
Yeah, natural enemy Spinosaurus.
Ooh. So are we? We're. He's not going to get us though. The T-Rex. Are we safe? We're not a predator or a natural enemy.
Well,
I'm nervous.
you may be getting eaten if you just stay out of his way.
We might need to get on your car, and you might have to drive us to safety.
I mean, if it saves your life from so I know this natural enemy is called. It could turn invisible, and this was a made meat eater called the Indominus Rex.
Indominus Rex. So Brandon, let me ask you a question. Which dinosaur, in your opinion, do you think is the coolest dinosaur? And tell us why.
Well, I would think the T-Rex because it's just gigantic, and it's the king of dinosaurs, actually. And it's not afraid of anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
What
would you say if you walked up to a T-Rex and said to this dinosaur, what would you like to say to the T-Rex if you could?
I like to say, I come in peace.
Oh, good. I love that. Come in peace.
Come in peace.
And I almost forgot that I almost didn't tell you this. We're doing. So me and my mom, we did this science project about these little swimming things that are kind of like dinosaurs, but they're sea monsters. But they're little sea monsters actually. They're called triops, and 3 of them have hatched, and they're tiny white species. So you have to look closely because they're very hard to see.
Wow. Hey Brandon, you're full of information. Can you stick around and hang out with us for the rest of the show?
Well, yeah, sure.
Good.
Awesome.
Nice.
And so we'll come back and talk to you in a bit. You are like the coolest Brandon that I've met all day.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I agree, Uncle Jon. Awesome, Brandon. We'll see you in a bit. I love it,
Brandon.
Man, Brandon's full of information. And chickens are chickens dinosaurs? I should have asked. Can we bring Brandon back real quick? I have a question. Brandon, is a chicken a dinosaur? Part of the dinosaur? Is there a long history to that or no?
Well, I would say there's a long mystery. Not a long one, but there's a mystery.
Mystery.
Me too. Okay, are we? Squirrels just went through the wires. Brandon, do you know if chickens are connected to dinosaurs or no?
Well, some of them, because
Okay.
I know that some velociraptors have feathers.
Oh, yeah. I thought there was a connection.
And some dinosaurs are the size of a chicken.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa. This is good information, Brandon. And it is perfect because Look at that. You got all kinds of fans and friends, Brandon. Your knowledge of animals is awesome indeed. And so here's what we're going to do. Speaking of chickens and the possible connection and to dinosaurs and size and shape and feathers and all that, it's time for our friend. You just keep getting more shout outs, Brandon. I love it. It's time for Message from Moby.
Dinosaurs were animals that lived on the earth a very long time ago. Yeah, the word dinosaur means terrible lizard, and that's what they were. Reptiles. They came in a variety of shapes and sizes, from as small as a little bird to bigger than a semi-truck. Dinosaurs. This one.
Thanks, Moby. Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, you. It's time for what we like to call right now 3-sentence story. Beginning, middle, end. And the 3 words, those 3 words come from you. Maybe there's a connection to chickens, dinosaurs, or who knows what poetry. We love nouns for this. So we're looking to you. Share with us a person, place, or thing, aka noun. And we're going to come up with a story in 3 sentences. In the first sentence, we set the scene. In the second sentence, there is a problem. No! But in the third sentence, there is a solution. It's a very short story. This could be expanded upon. This could be the start of a new possibility. Who knows where this is going to go? The first word is whale. Let's get right to it. Thanks, Kylie. Whale. A whale was swimming along in the ocean, smiling at the sun. We've set the scene. It's in the ocean. We've got a character. There's a whale just swimming along, smiling at the sun. Ooh, that's got a nice kind of poetic feel to it. Smiling at the sun. Okay, so, oh no, there's a problem. Oh, sucker. Okay, sucker. Here we go. There was a whale in the ocean swimming along, smiling at the sun. It was raining, gumdrops. How's that song go? Gumdrops, and you know the song where that rains like candy and sugar and gumdrops? Maybe Uncle Jon or someone knows. You know the song, right? But what happened is, here's the thing. A sucker fell from the sky based on that song, and it landed. We have to do some research. What's the name of that? The little spout where the water goes, psh, right? Water spout. I need you to help me, friends. Can you research what's the name of that thing? But the thing is, a sucker got stuck in there. In the whale, let me tell you, the whale is no longer smiling at the sun. Yeah, it's that song. If all of the raindrops and lemon drops and gumdrops, oh, what a rain it would be. Right, there's a sucker in there. So if that sucker gets stuck in there, if you can tell me what that's called, anybody? We gotta help the whale. How do we help the whale? What word sparks the solution? The whale was smiling. It's no longer a smiling whale because it rained gumdrops and lemon drops and suckers. A boat! Yes, indeed. Okay, I got it. Here we go. I'm going to add a little detail. A long time ago, a whale was swimming along in the ocean, smiling at the sun. But then, raindrops and lemon drops and gumdrops and suckers fell into the blowhole. That's what it's called. The sucker fell into the blowhole. Fortunately, a magician on a boat was riding by and said, "Abracadabra, wallow the whale." And the sucker, you know what happened? This is getting a little detail. I'm adding quite a few details to the story here. But basically, the magician in the boat, abracadabra, wallow a whale. That was a magic word. The sucker went whoosh, back up to the cloud. Problem solved. What do you think? We got a rough draft. We got a story. I like it. It's got some poetry-ness to it. Okay. It's time, friends, for today's Wimees Lab, the HBCU Wimees Lab with Nia. Hey, Nia, how are you today?
Hi, Wimee. Hi, Kevin. How are you?
Good. There's a blowhole. That's the name of the thing on the whale where the sucker
I
was
know. Yeah.
You knew that? Yeah, you knew that. You knew that.
We knew
What
that.
what have you got for the...
So let me show you guys, and like always, we're going to add together.
Yeah.
So right now, I just have a few lollipops coming out, but I think I'm going to put some raindrops because it was also raining, correct?
Yeah, because it was raining all this candy, like you could say lemon drops or gumdrops or any candy, really.
Yeah. And then I also have Wimee with the magician and the bow.
Oh, nice. I came along. Yes.
Should we try a different bow, or do we like this bow? What do we think?
Let's see. Let's go full screen. I do like that one. And then you can press the button that chooses different options, so you can sort through.
This is one of my favorite parts about the Wimees app. So if you go to back image or next image, let's bring it up closer. You're gonna keep clicking, and then you'll get different bows. So let's make it a little bigger so you guys can just see. Here's this boat. Here's another boat. Tell me when to stop.
Nice. Whoa, that's a really big one.
I kind of like this one. That's nice.
Yeah. Well, hey, why don't we do this? You can keep adding some ideas, like you said, changing the boats. Friends at home, you can download the Wimees app for free. Yeah. It's for Apple on iPad or iPhone, and just like Nia's doing, changing the shape, the color, the options, the possibilities, the raindrops. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Well, Nia, thank you for today's Wimees. Friends, let's find out today in Language Explorers how we say today's words in French. Hi, Corinne.
Hi, Wimee. Hi, Kevin.
Oh, hello. Wow, we got a story with quite an adventure of.
Yeah, I love the story. It was really fun.
Oh, thanks. So, how do we say whale in
So whale
French?
is baleine.
Ooh, beautiful.
Baleine. And the baby of the whale is going to be baleineau. It's the variation on baleine. So the lollipop is sucette. So it looks a little bit like sucker.
Oh yeah.
Sucette.
Nice. It is similar.
So everything that has the et, it's a way of indicating it's smaller. So you know, like Julie, Juliet, like Juliet would be a small Julie. So it's et is the way of saying things are smaller. Gotcha. And the boat also looks a little. You can recognize there are similar, the B and the T. So bateau, bateau.
Nice.
So E-A-U, R is O. Ooh. Yeah, I know. French is really hard to spell.
I think it's so beautiful though, the way it flows, and that's awesome. Hey, I was thinking about when you shared with sucker and like little sucker, right? Suquette. Did I say that right? Sucette. With this whale, it must have been is there a way to say like super grande, big sucker? Because the whale's pretty big. I don't think.
Big. I was thinking of that. It would be like it's kind of a contradiction in words to say.
But that's kind of what also makes it fun. Like
it's funny.
Well, Corinne, thank you for all you do to help us translate and learn and the awesome things you do at the Academy of Art and Design. And friends can go to the website to find out about the workshops and the classes and the great things you do. There's the website. And thank you so much, Corinne. Of course, words, stories, pictures, all kinds of possibilities. Oh, we're going to go back now to our friend Kumasi for today's I Create. Welcome back, Kumasi.
Hey, how you guys doing? What's up, Wimee?
What's up, Kumasi?
Hey, there was a long Kumasi.
Yeah, nice. I almost got fancy. Say Kumasi.
Ooh, yeah. Hey, Kumasi, I want to learn more about poetry from you. You shared a poem at the start. Could you share that poem again and share more about that?
Yes.
Okay.
The poem I shared earlier, it was a haiku. And haiku is a Japanese form of poetry where the first line is 5 syllables, the second line is 7 syllables, and the third line is 5 syllables. So it's a form of poetry that uses 17 syllables to create the poem.
Nice.
And I'm going to break down each line as far as the haiku for the poem I recited earlier. So nice. The first line is, as the air seeps out and it begins to deflate, know my heart still breathes. Now we break it down by the syllables in the form of the poetry. I mean, the poem, haiku poem. The first line is "as the air seeps out," and that's 5 syllables. As the air seeps out.
5.
So if you guys count with me. As the
1,
air
2, 3,
seeps
4,
out.
5.
So that's the first line of the poem. And then the second line is, and it begins to deflate. So, and it begins
3, 4,
to
5,
deflate.
6, 7.
So that's 7 syllables.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the last line is, no, my heart still breathes. And that's 5 syllables right there. No, my heart still breathes.
Wow.
And that's a form of poetry called a haiku, and the 17 syllables, like I said, is the first line is 5, second line 7, and then the last line is 5. And that's an easy way to start poetry, something real short and simple.
Yeah.
And that way you don't have to, worry about trying to be like, as far as something very long or trying to overthink certain things. It's something simple like as far as like teaching younger kids, it's a good way to teach younger kids how to write poetry is by starting off with haiku, something that's real short and simple.
Yeah, like the Andrews family said, for explaining it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I had no idea. Haiku 575.
575.
What I think is really cool too, guys, is that it's very specific structure that you shared with us, and yet so much meaning came across in that structure that you worked with to express what you feel in such a powerful way. Because that's what you talked about earlier, feelings, and you put it in that format. I love it.
Great job.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for someone when they start writing a haiku? I think it, kind of speaks for itself, what you explained and how you explained it. But any other last thoughts?
My best advice is just write and don't worry. Don't try to focus too much on the syllables, even though that's the whole purpose of the poem. The form of poetry is the syllables. But once you start writing, then you can go back and just look at the different words, and then based on the syllables and everything. But once you get started with it, it's very simple, and it's like I said, it's something that's just short and simple but detailed at the same time.
I love it.
You can get a lot of expression off at the same time, and just something that's so short and so detailed.
I love it. Thank you so much, Kamasi, for sharing that.
Oh, yeah,
Nice. Awesome. Well, thanks, Kamasi, for today's I Create. And now we're going to go to check out this book. You're back. Hey. Tell us what you got.
Okay, so the book of the day is Black is a Rainbow Color, written by Angela Joy, illustrated by Akua Holmes.
Wow. Can you read just like real quick? Can you just read a short piece from the book for us?
Okay.
So that we can get to our special guest of the day.
I'm gonna open up the page real quick and show this is the picture you guys can see. And red is a rainbow color. Green sits next to blue, yellow, orange, violet, indigo. They are rainbow colors too, but my color is black.
Nice.
So powerful, so cool, so meaningful.
Thank you, Kamasi. Can you hold up the book again for us real quick so we can see the entire book? Black is a rainbow color. Yep. I love that.
And it was written by Angela Joy and illustrated by Akua Holmes.
Thanks, Kamasi. We'll see you in a few minutes.
I love it. Check that book out in the library. Hey, John, we've got an awesome special guest. Tell us who's the bonus, awesome, coolest guest right now.
We've got a special guest. He's a teenager. He's an artist. He paints, he draws, and he also does magic tricks. He's a magician. His name is Bryce. Let's welcome Bryce to the show.
Hey, Bryce, welcome.
Bryce?
There he is.
Hi, my name is Bryce.
All right, welcome.
I guess I'm gonna do some magic for you guys today.
Okay,
Let's do it.
perfect.
Do it. You're on. Let's see.
Not too close for you guys, or
Nope. Come a little closer.
little? Okay.
That little closer.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
Can't really do just a simple pick a card, any card. So just tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Right here.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll show you a card.
Okay.
6 of clubs. I can see it for this one.
Yes.
So everything's fair. I'll sit it on top and then put it in the middle. Okay.
Okay.
Won't touch it. I'll just rub it a little bit. You have to be nice to your cards. And once you snap, it comes right back to the top.
What? What just happened, Uncle Jon? What?
I have no idea how he did that. Do you have one other real quick trick for us? One other real quick trick?
Another real quick? Yeah, I have.
Wow. I'm still trying to figure that one out. The 6 of
That
clubs.
was
It was in the middle.
awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have a regular glass,
Okay.
table, and I have quarter.
Okay.
Almost quarter. What I'll do is I'll just try and, well, I will put the quarter through the glass. So 1, 2.
What? What? Wait. Is it on there? It's right. Wait, Uncle Jon. What? I don't know what to say. Man, can you do that and leave quarters? Can you do that every day for me and I'll keep the quarter?
I don't know if you can keep the quarter.
I know, I'm just
Hey, Bryce. Hey, Bryce, that was excellent. Will you come back on our show and hang out with us again?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we would love for you to come. I think that was awesome. Stick around because we need to see your dance moves in a few minutes, Bryce.
Okay.
So cool.
Wow.
I want to get to know Bryce better and learn more about this magic stuff, man. That's so cool.
Man, totally cool.
Yeah. Well, hey, Uncle Jon, we're gonna check in with Michael. He's the founder of Wimees, started the show back in the day, and he's been watching backstage. Let's see right now for today's Minute with Michael. Michael! Hey, what an action-packed show! I can't even believe all this in the show.
Here we go. Wimee, poetry, like a river, flow with me. When I'm weak, these words give me energy. Men of Color reads and Wimage, inspiring kids from Grand Rapids to overseas. Together, we can come unite, inspiring magicians to be the next Michael Knight. Thank you so much. What a great show. John, Wimee, Kevin, honors to get to know you all. I'm ready to dance because it's what we do. That's how we get together, and we are a crew.
That's okay.
Hey, Wimee.
Michael, your poetry, your freestyle just broke the internet, Michael.
Hey, Wimee, can you snap your fingers? Because that's what we do when we do good poetry.
Yeah. I'm doing it.
You're snapping your fingers.
Snapping.
See, Michael,
I'm doing it.
great job, Michael.
Thank you so
Great
much.
job.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Wimee, Bryce, Kumari,
Let's
Brandon.
get everybody in here
What
and
a great show. Nia, Stephanie, love you guys. And this is awesome. This is what we do. Corinne, thank you. Sarah, backstage at KDL Land.
Everyone, Brandon, there they come. There they go.
Yep.
Let's get the music going. Play the music, friends. Let's hear it. Woo-hoo. Oh, yeah. Magic from Bryce. Music from Nia. Fresh from Corinne. Dinosaurs from Brandon.
You got to dance, Brandon. You got to dance.
Stephanie's running the show, making it all flow. Michael's speaking from his heart, holding it all together. Any closing words, Uncle Jon?
time.
Yahoo! We love you. Be cool. Wimees Words is brought to you by Kent District Library and Wimage, with additional support by these great partners. Live weekdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.